I imagine very, very hard to take today, to come away with nothing.
Oh, it's bitterly disappointing, especially when you go 1-0 up. You expect, especially the time we scored, I think we just scored 5 minutes before half time. It's so frustrating, seriously, because that's what I said to the boys there at half time. I said, you're so vulnerable after you scored. You look at games all over in the English Premiership and there's always goals scored within the 5 minutes. And it's just having to manage the game a wee bit better. Because, listen, I don't think there were much on it, two teams. I think Forfar just kind of played in set pieces and things like that, trying to get the ball into the box. I obviously scored the second goal down the left hand side when I bit of play, the boy checks inside, but we're at 4 and 5s to be honest with you. We're defensive, we're all over, trying to kind of overlap when we shouldn't be overlapping when we've not secured possession of the ball, because it came into Matty and then Josh had went off him, and then it's just, you could just sense it straight away that we're going to go down the left hand side, and Rob was trying to go on the cover, maybe kind of steps in and the boy comes in on his left hand side and scores. And even the first goal as well it's so preventable. But listen, it's back to the drawing board again. It's obviously another defeat. But it's so frustrating, especially when you go 1-0 up and we find ourselves 2-1 down, we score maybe with 10 minutes to go, and then it's 2 each. And then we just can't see it out. At home it's another ball in the box, and I say again, defensive are all over the place. And what I said to the boys there as well, listen, you've got a man, alright, Forfar maybe kind of had a couple of chances towards the end, but you've got a man, you've got to go do your job. That's how basic it is. I know we might have prevented the cross from the corner from coming in initial. As I say, I'll look back at that, but listen, it's so disappointing, especially when you're 1-0 up, 5 minutes before half time, you find yourself 1 each, you find yourself 2 each with 10 minutes to go and you still can't see it out. It's bitterly disappointing, and especially when you score 2 goals at home, you think you could possibly take a point, maybe even a victory, but to concede 3 goals in the manner we did, they're just not acceptable.
It's obviously a single goal defeat the same as last week, but I imagine it's a different kind of frustration, different kind of disappointment.
Yeah, of course it is. Listen, because last week we didn't turn up at all, and today I thought we did turn up today. But same again. I'm honest. I'm in here again. I'm so frustrated. But what I said to the boys in here, I don't think Forfar really imposed us and kind of annihilated us in sections of the pitch. They done the kind of got the ball forward and try to upset us defensively wise, but on the whole I thought we kind of managed the game to a certain point, and it's not even individual errors because it's a group thing, whereas you lose, one comes for a long throw and a penalty, and then the third one comes from a set piece for a corner, and then the second one's just a ball down the left hand side and he cuts it inside. So they're all preventable goals, and listen, I'll look back at them and just to see where could we have been a wee bit sturdier in our shape and things like that as well. But as I say, it's still kind of raw at the minute, and it's probably goals we shouldn't be conceding.
Defensively, does it irritate you more, obviously given the position that you played for the bulk of your career? Does it frustrate you more when, as you say, they're preventable goals?
Yeah, that's what I said to the boys. It's just having a wee bit about yourself. You actually go, do you know what, I've actually got, for instance, the boy Aitken, I've got to pick him up. He doesn't score today, and at the end of the day, if he's picking you up on the other end, well, it's like a case of, do you know what, I'm going to try and score. So it's just having a wee bit of kind of belief that you're going to score in the opposition box, and belief that he's not going to score in your box. So listen, we put the names up on the board, and listen, it's so frustrating to concede the 2, well, obviously we can see the 3 goals, but the 2 goals from kind of set pieces as such. It's bitterly disappointing, but as I say, we've still got to keep working away, because as I say, on the whole, I don't think Forfar caused us that much problem, obviously, and the whole game, because I thought we were, most of the time we were kind of trying to be on the front foot and things like that, but as I say, it's a defeat at the end of the day, and it's bitterly disappointing.
I'm sure obviously you prefer the points, but in terms of today you made 3 changes. Josh Walker, Tommy Muir came in. Obviously Josh scored, set up Tommy for the other. Two positive changes.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I think after Saturday, I think everybody would have seen there could have been maybe even more than 3 changes, to be honest with you. But as I say again, I thought it worked to a certain point. But as I say, it was so disappointing in the manner we conceded 3 goals. But as I say, listen, individual performances were a wee bit better than last week. But unfortunately, we've came. It's another Saturday night that, as I say, I'll not wait to sleep at night up the road, and it'll just be playing in my mind and how do we rectify it going into the Annan game next week.
How much does it kind of genuinely ruin your weekend? Is it where I spoke to Darryl Duffy about this, and are you able to kind of switch off on the Saturday night, or does it kind of irritate you throughout the night?
Oh, see, to be fair, listen, I'm not wanting anybody to feel sorry for me here at all, but at the end of the day, that annoys me all week, to be honest with you. It's honestly, it hurts me just as much as every fan, and because at the end of the day, I want to do well for Stranraer, do you know what I mean? And I want the boys to do well. So it's frustrating when basic errors are costing us games. But listen, it's back to the drawing board again. We just need to keep working away. Obviously, we had the boys in there and had a good conversation, and we'll always have an honest conversation with them after a game. And we just need to keep working away. That's only kind of we just need to just find a way of winning. We're winning games. And listen, we have obviously the Davos game in the first kind of 2 games of the season. I think that's the only kind of games that we've not really turned up in. Even today, I thought we were kind of, on the whole, we were relatively good, but conceding sloppy goals.